but then along the line, things went sideways. Or what is the tangible skill that you have that you can say that, oh, wherever you find yourself, be sure to learn as fast as you can, be sure to improve as much as you can. I'm super grateful to God. I love the path that I've set for myself, and I love where God is taking me. So, what's up, my YouTube family? What's up, my YouTube family? So, I've been away for a very long time. It's been almost 6 months since I last posted on here, and I wasn't away for any negative reason, but it was all for a good purpose, right? And so, why did I take a break, this long break? I didn't even expect it to be this way, but then as time went on, life happens and all that, right? So, today I'm just going to discuss with you what I've been up to lately over the past 5 months, what I've been doing behind the scenes, the updates, literally everything. And so, where do I even get started? So yeah, I used to work as a waiter, right? I've worked at so many different restaurants, and most of the restaurants I've worked at are mostly fine dining restaurants, right? And then I got the opportunity to work with a friend who has been really, really instrumental in my growth and all of that. Her name is Anahita. I'm going to always give her the flowers that she deserves, because she has been absolutely helpful, absolutely amazing since she came into my life. A lot has improved on my side, and I'm really, really grateful, right? So I started working with her somewhere around last year, I think around March, April. That was when I started working with her. And she owns a boutique digital marketing agency, so she helps brand elevates their online presence and all that. And I approached her and I was like, oh, Miss Hannah, I would like to work with you, because I also make YouTube videos and I really like what you are doing. Like, I have a lot of interest in it, so I'd like for us to maybe partner and work together and see how we can grow. And so she texted me, and then I started working with her in April. I think March, April, yeah, as her studio assistant. And then we worked for some months, I think like 8 months or so. And within this period, I learned a lot from her. I was so excited, super excited to learn new things on the job and all that. I didn't know much about how to create content for brands and all the strategy behind it and all that. I didn't know anything about that aspect, so I learned all those things from her, and she was very helpful to and very patient to taking her time to teach me all these things. And this is one thing I will always advise this is one advice I would always give to my people, my peers, that wherever you find yourself, be sure to learn as fast as you can. Be sure to improve. Try and make sure that you are as valuable as possible. Provide so much value that success is undeniable. I don't know if I'm making sense here, but yes, that is the whole mindset I always work with, and it has been super, super helpful. So I started working with her, but then along the line, things went sideways, and we ended up not working any longer. I think after 8 months, almost 9 months, we didn't work again together. But then, as I left her place, right, I told myself, I asked these questions, that for the past how many years now, like for the past 5 years, you've been working 9 to 5, doing so many things, moving up and down and all that. What have you achieved for yourself? or what is the tangible skill that you have that you can say that, oh, for this skill there, I know that, oh, for the past 5 years that I've been working, I've been able to accumulate this skill and all that. I had zero. Even though I was working as a waiter over the past 5 years, I knew how to talk to people, I knew how to relate to people and all that. But are those real skills? Yes, but they are not monetizable skills. I don't know if it makes sense. So I was like, okay, for the past 8 months that I've been working with her, 2 o'clock. So for the past 8 months that I've been working with Miss Anahita, before I started, I didn't know anything, and now that it's been 8 months, what have I learned from her, right? So I asked myself all these questions, and I was like, okay, now I'm able to do this. I can do this for a brand. I can shoot content better. I know how to plan better. I know how to execute better, and all that stuff. And I was like, okay, with all these things, what can I do to make money out of this, right? And I was like, okay, then I can literally start to do the same thing. I mean, it's worth giving a try. You understand? Because me, I'm someone, I'm always looking out to get freedom, to find freedom, to be independent wherever I'm at, and that is my motto, right? And so, as someone who seeks freedom in everything that he does, why don't I try this and see where it takes me? So that is what I told myself. I'm going to start this for the next 1 year and see where it takes me. If after 1 year I don't see any effort, I don't see any change, I'm going to go back to working at a restaurant. That is what I told myself. It was crazy. And at that time, I didn't have anything. I was dead broke. It was crazy. Like, I didn't have like 2,000 cedis on me. No, it was just 1,500 cedis that was left in my account. And honestly, I didn't know how I was going to go about in the coming months, right? So I was like, okay, let me start going to outreaches. Let me start reaching out to brands, companies, SMEs, and see if I'm going to land myself a client or not, right? So for the first month, I started like going to SME events, any events that I will hear of that is like, oh, there is a trade fair going on here. I'm there. Literally anything. My friends can't even justify that. So I started going to these programs, these events, started talking to business owners and all that, trying to pitch myself to them. And at that time, I didn't have any portfolio. But the only thing that really helped me was I used the videos that I have edited to pitch to those SMEs. I showed it to them that, oh, okay, I used to work with a digital marketing agency, and while I was working with them, these are the videos I shot, these are the kind of views they've gotten, and this is where the kind of growth they've achieved. So it was more of me pitching myself on how I can solve their problem online. Yeah, good afternoon. So coming. Sorry guys, so there is a waiter here. She came to ask me if I need anything, so, and I told her I'm waiting for Jason. So yeah, so yes, I pitched myself to these people and try to make sure that they get or they see a solution from what I'm pitching. So that is what I did. I carried a solution, and then first month I reached out to a lot of brands. I'm not going to lie to you. I went to about 5 to 6 fanfare programs, and guess what? I had zero yes. Every client that I spoke to, everybody was saying, oh no, oh we are not ready, oh this, oh that. And me, I understand totally, because that was my first time doing this. And I kept saying to myself that I'm not going to succumb to the no's. I'm just going to keep going. Because this is literally business, and you don't expect everybody, every single person you talk to sign up to what you're trying to pitch to them. So that's what I did. I kept on pushing. I kept on reaching out to more clients, more brands and all that I wanted to work with. And honestly, first month didn't go well. Second month, sorry guys, I'm kind of not feeling well, but yeah. So second month I pitched to one client, And guess what? There was a yes. There was a literal yes. I mean, they also needed my services, and then they felt like I was the perfect candidate that we can work together and all that. And honestly, the rates that I charged them, to them, it was like a chicken change, but to me, it was something to get me started because at the end of the day, I wasn't having any income coming in from anywhere. And this was literally the only way I can go. So if I've gotten a yes and this person is saying that, okay, I'm going to pay you this amount, even though it was little to me at that time, but then I kept on believing that as time goes on, I'm going to get better, my rates are going to increase, and then we are going to go from there. So that is what I did basically. So I believed in myself. We started working together on the third month. Yeah, we started working on the second month actually. Not necessarily on the second month, even though they said yes to me on the second month. But then we actually started working on the third month because the owner had traveled and she was like, she wanted to be there when we get things started. So that is how everything went. So third month we started. Now from zero income per month, now we've gotten to 1k per month, which to me I was like, this money is not enough, right? Because how can I spend 1k a month for the whole month and I have to go out there, do outreaches, take a lot of transport, do this, do that? It was crazy, right? But then I kept on trusting and believing in God and believing in myself that yes, of course I can do this and I could do it. If someone has been able to do it, I can also do it. So yes, I kept on pushing. Third month we started working. This was December. We started working together. Oh, everything was great. They got the kind of results they expected. Like, I didn't expect the kind of results that we achieved in the first month that we started. Literally, they got a lot of orders, a lot of sales, and I was happy. They were happy, and even till now, it's been well over 7 months. It's been well over 8 months, and we are still working together. That is crazy. So yeah, third month we started working. On the fourth month, I got my second clients, and then the following month, which is the fifth month, I got 2 clients in a month. So it was like, okay, now every month I get a client and all that, and I was so happy about it. I was so excited. I kept on growing. I kept on learning on the job. There are so many things I didn't know how to do, but then as time went on, I kept on learning, like how to make proposals, how to negotiate with clients, how to send invoices, how to literally communicate with clients for them to be happy, getting the actual results that they are looking for, setting boundaries, all of those things. I didn't know how to do it, but I kept on learning on the job because at the end of the day, there are certain times that you would maybe a client might go beyond what you are supposed to do, and then now you overwork, and then you be like, nah, as I am overworking, it is not bringing any results to you, the client, so why am I doing this job? So that is when I started bringing certain boundaries and all of that, and trust me, it has been so great. I'm super grateful to God. I love the journey. I love the path that I've set for myself, and I love where God is taking me. Actually, I'm not gonna lie.